Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, we are going to be doing a reading and energy update for our beautiful collective here on YouTube. So I'm going to get started today by shuffling the energy oracle cards deck. And of course, as always, if you would like to manifest a more specific message from the reading, I do recommend liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as these are forms of energetic transference that do tend to allow me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you and your situation. Also, if you are new here, then welcome. Thank you for tuning in. And I want to let you know I channel these collective readings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on each of those days and times, there is also an extended version of the reading that is available through Patreon. So if at any point during this reading you feel guided to join our beautiful soul tribe exclusively on Patreon, the link to do so is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. In that Patreon reading, we will be diving even deeper into the messages. So the first card to come out here is the contract card in the upright position. We also have the heart chakra reversed. So someone is blocking what they're feeling in their heart because they are in the middle of some kind of karmic contract or cycle. And the thing I'm getting about this karmic cycle is it's blindsiding them in some way. What's really standing out on this card is the blindfold that the woman pictured is wearing. And I'm getting that the person we're tuning into here is being blinded by some kind of karmic cycle that they are in the middle of, and it's causing them to repress what they're feeling in their heart. So I want to get some more information on who this person is that we're dealing with here. Okay, it does seem to be a masculine energy for many of you with the thinking man card here in the upright position. So, of course, we all do have a balance internally of masculine and feminine energy, and this is irrespective of gender. So take these labels, masculine and feminine, however they are personally connecting with you in the reading. But it does feel like a person that's very much in their masculine that's been blocking something they've been feeling in their own heart because of a karmic cycle that's blinding them. And all of this is sitting on the throat chakra. So this is somehow connecting with communication. Maybe this is affecting the way that this person is or is not communicating with you in the physical world. So for example, this might be someone who is currently not capable of speaking from their heart because they're very much in their head and in the middle of some karmic cycle or pattern here. Now, interestingly, on the crown chakra, we have deceit in the reverse position. So there is some kind of truth that's being revealed to this person. But the fact that this is sitting on the crown chakra tells me that it's almost as though their guides in their higher self are trying to get through to their conscious mind and reveal something to them. Like their higher self is aware of something that their 3D self has been trying to repress here. So let's get more details on this truth that's being revealed. Okay, we have adjacent possibilities in the upright position. So there's some sense of this person having a new timeline open up for them. They are being given some kind of option or opportunity here that they are not meant to be overlooking, that their spirit guides and their higher self are trying to get them to consider. But the reason they've been having difficulty becoming aware of this consciously is because with man holding a coin reversed, they're in this lower vibrational state of being, this less awakened state. This is sitting on the root chakra, which is connected to the manifested physical world. So I'm getting there could actually be specific people, things, or influences in their physical environment right now that are playing a role in keeping them at this lower level of vibration here that's preventing them from hearing their higher self. And in fact, there might be some kind of change of environment that's going to occur for this person. Going back to that adjacent possibilities card, I almost see this massive shift in their environment or surroundings or the landscape of their life for the purpose of clearing out those external influences that were distracting them from their true power and allowing this truth to be fully and consciously revealed to them. So this might be someone who is going to experience a change in work, career, environment, relationship. I do feel this might be a physical move. Maybe they're moving to a new place or into a new home or into a new job environment. But whatever this shift in environment is, I'm getting that this is playing a pivotal role in ultimately allowing this person to hear their inner voice, to consciously recognize the truth that their spirit team has been trying to reveal to them. Now, of course, as I channel all of these messages, I could be connecting with some aspect of your internal self or your personal life. But of course, this could also be relating to an external person or situation. So always take this however it's connecting for you personally. One thing about this masculine is with envy upright, they're feeling very deeply unfulfilled. They have this sense of emptiness within them that I feel they can't quite place or explain because they don't fully understand it consciously. But they get this sense that they aren't being fulfilled in their life. This is really them recognizing that they've been ignoring their heart, that they've been trying to block off something on their heart space. So with that being said, I am going to be channeling more about what really is on this person's heart that they've been blocking. So let's go to the traditional tarot for this one. What is on this person's heart that they've been repressing? Okay, we have the Ten of Swords in the upright position. So there might be some kind of ending, some kind of dead end taking place in a relationship or connection in their life that they haven't fully been accepting in their heart. This might be one of those truths being revealed to them, that that 10th sword has finally been put in a situation, that something has really run its course, but it's almost like they've tried hanging on to something past its expiration date, even though their heart knows that this is over. Interesting. What else can I channel here? This could be a relationship. This could be a job. This really could be anything in their life. We also have the Nine of Wands. I'm hearing hanging on by a thread. Maybe this person feels as though they're hanging on by a thread, or maybe they have someone psychically trying to hold on to their energy. For someone who is tuned into this reading, this also could represent something happening in your own life. Maybe there is some kind of relationship connection situation that, if you're being fully honest with yourself, you know has reached some kind of dead end or expiration date, at least for the time being, and you've still been feeling that person or situation trying to hang on to you or hold on to you psychically, sending you all of this energy through the third eye chakra that might be kind of confusing or clouding your intuition, which again is trying to tell you that this has really reached some kind of dead end here, that you are meant to be opening up to fresh new possibilities and opportunities. Again, this doesn't have to be in love. This could be a life situation, a work situation, a previous belief system or thought pattern. And we also have the King of Pentacles. So what I see is this is what you are really meant to be opening up to. Or if this is an external person we've been talking about, this is who they are meant to be becoming or embodying. They are meant to be maturing into this masculine energy that is thriving, that is stable, that is focused on bettering themselves. And I'm getting that if we are talking about a person connected to you here, someone external, it's almost like they've been holding on to some person or situation or thing past its expiration date, when they are meant to be opening themselves up to new possibilities, taking that timeline shift, connecting with their heart space, and beginning to truly better themselves. I feel like this is someone who's been avoiding a very specific type of introspection because they subconsciously already know what they're going to find. They know that they're going to find that that situation they've been holding on to has reached its expiration, that it's over, at least for the time being, and that they are meant to be embracing something new here, whether it's a new job, a new relationship, a new energy, an opportunity, etc. So I'm going to be reshuffling here, and I just want to channel into what else you need to know at this time regarding this particular person or situation or anything else. Okay, we have the Star card in the reverse position, the Knight of Swords reversed, and the Eight of Wands in the upright position. Okay, so here I'm seeing someone connected to you who's been blocking what's happening in their heart because they've been a bit pessimistic. These may be past experiences that are causing them to be pessimistic about you or about the potential of this connection. This is someone who's been very much in a monotonous loop of their life, but somehow I feel you or the idea of you have broken them out of that loop. Something about you is like a fish out of water to them. It's like something that is so strange and astonishing and magical and seemingly impossible. It's almost as though you are a glitch in their matrix, like you don't quite fit into their current paradigm of reality, because you are meant to be helping this person shift into a higher reality, opening that door to the higher timeline. But they've been overly cautious or overly guarded about taking that shift, because again, there is this sense of walls going up around the heart as this person focuses on some of the negative, more cynical aspects here as they allow their past experiences to influence how they are opening their heart now. In fact, I feel a major reason you've connected with this person is to teach them how to open their heart, how to know when to take a heart-based risk, follow their heart, even if it does feel risky, even if it does require letting go of something from their past and embracing the unknown, embracing the new. And I feel learning how to do this won't just positively influence them in love, but it will also open them up in other ways and other areas of their life as well, because this inability to take risk that is inspired from the heart space because of the way their past has affected them doesn't just impact their romantic life. It also seems to be impacting how they are operating in regards to career and life purpose. And that is how this person has ended up in this monotonous cycle, so to speak. It's almost like their soul has been calling out to you spiritually because they've wanted to break out of the mundane, out of the monotony. But now that they've called that in, now that they've manifested you in, they're almost feeling that caution and that guardedness coming back up to block them. So this is really reminiscing to me of the previous reading we did as well here. So you might find that previous reading that premiered on Wednesday helpful to you as well if the messages here are resonating. But with Knight of Swords reversed, I'm hearing if this person doesn't communicate, they are going to miss some kind of opportunity with you. I feel that you are holding space for this person to clearly and openly step forward and communicate their truth to you. And yes, you are intuitively aware of how this person is struggling within themselves, how they are potentially self-sabotaging the movement forward here. But you've also been cautioned by your own guides to no longer intervene on behalf of a masculine who is working through their own fears and doubts in order to step forward and take action towards you or communicate with you in the physical. I feel that in the past, you may have allowed yourself to be more so that bridge of communication physically. So when you would intuitively sense a connection with a masculine spiritually, or you could sense the potential, you in the past may have acted on that potential, made yourself the bridge, in a sense, made it easy for them to connect or communicate with you. But the training wheels are off in this situation, so to speak. You are meant to be holding the space for others to step up and communicate their truth to you, to follow their own inner guidance, to have the courage to step out in that way and show you verbally and visibly how they are feeling and what their truth is, rather than you making it so easy by becoming that bridge for them. So with the Eight of Wands in the upright position, I do feel there's going to be this tipping point moment with this person where they are receiving so much psychic energy from you, in the sense that there's a soul bond here, and their higher self and guides are trying to push them towards you and push them to communicate or take action towards you. And I do feel it's almost going to go from this person sitting in that monotonous kind of cynical energy, potentially missing this opportunity, to suddenly reaching this tipping point where they jump into fast action or very spontaneous communication that might even surprise you or seem to come out of the blue. So I'm going to reshuffle here, and I want to know more about that fast, spontaneous action and how this person is going to take action or how they're going to communicate when that tipping point does occur. Regret in the reverse position. So what's pushing that tipping point moment into action is this person's feeling as though they don't want to be in regret. And I have to say, they are really feeling as though if they don't take action, or if they don't communicate their truth to you, they are going to be in regret for the rest of their life, because there is an opportunity here that is, I'm hearing, once in a lifetime. That is what they are thinking to themselves, or what they're soon going to realize. We also have potential in the reverse position. So they're feeling spiritually and energetically an enormous amount of potential between the two of you. And how they're going to reach this tipping point into action or communication is they're going to realize that kind of potential, once again, I'm getting only comes around once in a lifetime. I'm not saying that's the truth of the situation for you, but that's how their conscious self is perceiving it. They're feeling as though something here is once in a lifetime. And that's going to push them to want to take some kind of fast action to explore the potential here. We also have appreciate in the upright position. So what I'm seeing here is more so a message on your end, which is if you are desiring action or communication from this person, it is so essential to hold yourself in the vibration of appreciation rather than allowing this person's own pessimism or cynicism to be projected onto you and to influence your thinking to a lower vibration. Because I'm getting that as you appreciate not only the positive aspects of this person, this connection, this situation, but appreciate yourself, stay centered in that self-appreciation, which is another word for self-love. That is keeping the door wide open and keeping the magnetism active between the two of you. That is ultimately pulling this person through that tipping point moment where they are then going to be communicating or taking some kind of fast action here. So I'm going to be reshuffling the cards, and I want to know a bit more about what this person is going to say or do when they do communicate with you. Okay, I see them getting vulnerable with the Angel of Strength in the reverse position and letting go of this need to be perceived as like cold or overly strong or unfeeling, and allowing themselves to be exposed in some sense, letting down their walls and getting vulnerable with you. This is also sitting between the throat chakra and the third eye chakra. So I see this merging together, both the energy of their own truth that they're going to be realizing and following that intuitive push that is coming through that third eye chakra energy. And I'm really getting that it's the psychic bond between the two of you, meaning the soul bond, that is really pushing this person into this action here, because there is a very rare and unique soul connection between the two of you, especially on this person's end. And what I mean by that is you are someone who tends to live very authentically, very heart openly. And as a result of this, you do often connect with deep, meaningful soulmates and soul connections, whether these are platonic, romantic, acquaintances, strangers in the workplace. You tend to bump into a lot of physical beings that share a similar core soul frequency to your own, meaning they are part of your soul group or your soul family. But for this person, they kind of vacillate back and forth between opening up a little bit and then going guarded and kind of shutting down their heart out of fear. And as a result of that, they actually have not encountered many different deep soul connections in this life. In fact, I would say you really are one of a kind or once in a lifetime at this point for them, because they have been kind of vacillating back and forth between opening their heart and shutting down again. The only way that the two of you seemed to be able to really connect here is because you are so steadily and confidently radiating that energy of authenticity. It's like this powerful, constant magnetic signal. And this person, almost like in a rare moment, let down their guard a little bit and opened their heart. And that just pulled the two of you together. But again, it wouldn't have been possible if you weren't sending out such a constant beaming signal of authenticity. If you were both kind of in that vacillating place, kind of in and out of that alignment, I feel then you wouldn't have connected consciously. But because you've been so steadily and deeply connected to your inner self in a conscious way, you've been attracting in many soul connections that are sometimes there in that authenticity and sometimes not, if that makes sense, because you are constantly this powerful magnetic signal. And sometimes your soul family, who is more aligned with their own inner self, is connecting with you then in a conscious way. And other times they might kind of bounce out of your life when they are shutting down their heart. This can also complicate relationships for you in general, because you may find that people do tend to bounce in and out of your life, even people that you feel a really deep, meaningful soul connection with, because although you are constantly radiating that pure signal of your own authenticity, others are not necessarily doing the same, even if they are part of your soul family. So they are sometimes there and able to connect with you more meaningfully. And other times they might kind of bounce out of your physical 3D life a bit, all while remaining deeply energetically connected to you. And I feel there's been this element of surrender that you've been learning in all of that, allowing that attraction and repulsion process, not trying to cling on to anything relationship-wise in the 3D, but allowing yourself to focus mainly on keeping your own heart open, keeping your own vibration high, and seeing who is able to connect with you in the 3D as you are doing that, and when and under what circumstances they are capable of connecting with you there. But anyway, that was a little bit of a tangent, but I feel an important one for someone listening. We also have broken heart in the reverse position and rest and rejuvenation reversed. So this is someone who's been feeling extremely spiritually restless when it comes to you. And in fact, I feel this restlessness is so amplified. You've most likely been feeling this coming off of them in waves, psychically and telepathically as well. So if you've had moments of feeling restless, having trouble sleeping, suddenly awakening in the middle of the night, or just feeling this sense of urgency, especially connected to this person or connection, and especially if that's not a natural state for you, I'm getting you are typically someone who's very relaxed, surrendered, peaceful, but something about this person or situation has almost felt a bit disruptive, or like it's creating this feeling of urgency within you. Know that a lot of what you might be picking up on is actually this person's energy themselves, the restlessness they are feeling to connect with you, to communicate with you. With broken heart reversed, though, I'm seeing that them putting themselves out there and being vulnerable in this way is an act of healing their heart from whatever past situation caused them to put their guard up. It's almost as though that guardedness has made them cautious to allow themselves to be honest about what they really want, because they're afraid they won't be able to get it or sustain it. But what I see here with the happy family card is this person consciously aligning with the fact that they desire something long-term stable and harmonious with you, that they desire to pursue the potential here. And I'm curious if that's something that they're going to be communicating. We have Angel of Balance in the reverse position. So it's almost making them feel a bit out of whack or unbalanced, that they are wanting this so much, that they are desiring this future with you so deeply. And that's part of why the cautiousness or the guardedness went up. In fact, my guides are saying if they felt less of a connection, they actually would have been more willing to keep communicating and interacting more consistently, because there wouldn't be that risk there of wanting something so badly and not being able to get it or sustain it. But it's because they are feeling so much emotion here that they might actually at times appear cold or like they're distancing or running away. It's because that deep desire that they're trying to repress is bringing up those old wounds that need to be healed on their heart around not being able to maintain a connection that they truly desire on such a deep level. Now, I will say with deceit reversed, we asked earlier if this would be communicated, and I'm seeing this as a resounding yes. It seems like this masculine will be communicating the truth here from their heart, that there will be some kind of open, honest communication that comes through from this person. So I am going to be continuing this reading on Patreon. We will be diving deeper into any messages or pieces of information that want to come through. And I'm feeling guided just to leave that Patreon reading a bit open-ended today. So those of you who join will be contributing your own frequency and co-manifesting whatever comes through there. And again, if you would like to be part of that, the link to join is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. For now, I am going to be closing this first reading here on YouTube with a Rumi oracle card. And the Rumi card says, the lion and the deer. When you enter the garden of the heart, you become fragrant like the rose. When you fly toward heaven, you become graceful like the angel. If you get burned like oil, you become brilliant. When you become thin like hair in yearning, your joy leads the way. You'll be the kingdom and the king. You'll be paradise and the guardian angel. You'll be infidelity and you'll be faith. You'll be the lion and you'll be the deer. Rumi. And the guidebook also says, so we are here together in the school of love, not for the soul who still adheres to preference instead of curiosity, not for the soul who craves comfort instead of devotion to divine adventure. We must be like lovers, you and I, if we are to take these lessons. We must be willing to become mad with passion, crazy enough to chase the great beloved, even if it means forgetting who we are for a time, to have the sacred delight of rediscovery, breaking some rules and looking like fools. Well, what could be greater than becoming a fool for love? That will do for us. That will do well. Let us be fools for love together. You are rediscovering a part of yourself that has been lost or submerged underneath more practical concerns. You are being asked to bear the chaos of this rediscovery. So that feels like a perfect place to close the reading. If you do resonate with my energy, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And of course, the link to the extended version of this reading, where we will be heading to next, is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love and light energy. Have a beautiful day, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading.